The UN now is in a position where it has reached, I think, more than 700,000 people with everything from cash assistance to food assistance, but we know it is nowhere near enough. And we also know very specifically that Russia's tactics of encircling cities where civilians are living and bombarding them creates real access issues for the humanitarian groups that we fund. And so that really is our biggest challenge. I've spent a lot of time on the phone today with various humanitarian organizations who are perched and ready to put food into the town. And not just food, as you know, medicines have run short, water is inaccessible in many parts of the city. But again, as you said, the challenge has been that while the Ukrainian government has been very, very eager to create safe passage and to have a ceasefire in order for food and supplies to get in, the Russian Federation has shown that it wants to approach Mariupol as it once with the Syrian government approached Aleppo. And that is all we have seen from them, despite countless promises. There have been heartbreaking scenes of Ukrainians in Mariupol being told that humanitarian pauses were going to occur, showing up, often with elderly, with children. As a mother, I can't even imagine, showing up, and then the shelling starts. Obviously, the United States and the European Union countries, along with Japan and Australia and democracies around the world, are imposing very steep costs on the Russian Federation's economy and on President Putin and his cronies. So we need China, we need Beijing, we need India, we need countries that have maintained friendly ties or neutral ties with the Russian Federation to be raising their voices on behalf of this urgent, desperate humanitarian need. And we will be ready. The humanitarian groups are ready. USAID has supported them in scaling up their assistance. They are ready to go. There is one thing that stands in the way, and that is President Putin. Well, let me say that when President Zelensky came before our Congress, and he's been an incredible spokesperson for the needs and welfare of the Ukrainian people, he also made the same request, but he also said, I understand, I've heard the arguments, and of course the arguments, as you well know, are about a concern about the United States and Russia ending up in a cycle of escalation that could mean much more substantial bloodshed and heartbreak, potentially for millions of people. So that is the short answer that you've heard before. But what President Zelensky said is, if not that, then give me the capabilities that will allow us to be able to neutralize Russian air power, allow us to take that weapon away. And so I think what you have seen from President Biden in the last few days is his response to President Zelensky. And not just his, but that of the European Union, the United States and the European Union standing together and moving really quickly in order to put the Ukrainian military in a position where, again, they can neutralize any Russian air advantage that Putin would seek to obtain. So, again, I know the focus is on this very specific idea, but I think that what NATO has done is respond to the functional need of the Ukrainian military as it's been described by the Ukrainian defense minister and by President Zelensky.